I'm not a believer in the paranormal. I'm a believer in dry rot, faulty wiring, and the $4,000 I just spent on a home inspection for a house that is clearly trying to bankrupt me. Last Tuesday, while I was shimmying through the crawl space to check a suspected leak, I found a box. It was tucked behind a brick pier wrapped in oilcloth that felt like dead skin. Inside was a heavy avocado green rotary phone from the late 60s. The weird part? The cord had been cleanly severed. Not frayed, but sliced through with a blade. I took it upstairs thinking it was a cool vintage find. I set it on my kitchen counter intending to clean the grime off it. I went to the fridge to grab a beer, and that's when it happened. The bell clattered. It wasn't a digital ringtone, it was that heavy mechanical bring-bring that vibrates the floorboards. I froze. I looked at the severed cord trailing off the edge of the counter like a dead tail. Then it rang again. I picked it up. The first call. There was no dial tone, just a sound like wind blowing through a very long, very deep pipe. Then, a woman's voice whispered a single string of numbers. 44.8, 12.3, 09. Then, silence. I hung up, my heart hammering against my ribs. I told myself it was some weird electromagnetic interference, some residual charge in the bells. I went to bed. The second call. 3:14 a.m. The ringing was so loud it woke me up through two closed doors. I stumbled into the kitchen, my phone's flashlight shaking in my hand. I picked up the receiver. This time there was no wind. I heard the distinct sound of someone breathing. Wet, heavy, labored breaths. "Who is this?" I snapped. It was a man this time, his voice sounding like it was being squeezed through a throat full of gravel. "The water is rising, Arthur," he said. "My name isn't Arthur. You have the wrong number," I whispered. "The numbers don't lie, Arthur. Check the cellar. 44.8, 12.3, 09. The discovery. I didn't sleep for the rest of the night. At dawn I took a tape measure and a shovel back into the crawl space. I went to the exact spot where I found the phone. I measured 44.8 inches from the north wall, then 12.3 inches from the east pier. I started digging. About 9 inches down, 09, my shovel hit something hard. Not a rock, metal. I cleared the dirt away to find a locked steel lockbox, rusted shut. I hauled it out, my hands trembling. I had to use a crowbar to snap the latch. Inside weren't jewels or money. It was a stack of Polaroids, all of them of this house, taken from the woods across the street. In every single photo, there was a figure standing in the upstairs bedroom window. My bedroom window. The dates on the back of the photos started in 1974 and ended in 1998. The figure in the window never aged. It was a tall, pale shape, with no discernible face. The current situation. I'm writing this from a Motel 6. I left the house 2 hours ago. I left because the phone rang one more time. I hadn't even brought it with me to the motel, but as I was packing my bag, I heard that mechanical burring coming from inside my suitcase. I opened the suitcase. The green phone was there, nestled between my shirts. I hadn't put it there. I answered it. There was no voice this time, just the sound of a door creaking open, the exact sound my front door makes. And then, through the receiver, I heard my own voice from 3 minutes prior saying, "I have to get out of here." The call is coming from 3 minutes in the past. And just now, as I sat down at this desk to type this, the motel landline started ringing. I haven't answered it yet. I can see a man standing in the parking lot under the flickering neon sign. He's holding a pair of wire cutters.